The Colorado Avalanche and St. Louis Blues both started two goaltenders in round one, but for different reasons. The Blues won with Jordan Binnington after Ville Husso lost games 2 and 3. Binnington took the crease and didn't look back. For the Avalanche, Pavel Francouz had to step in for an injured Darcy Kuemper and seal the deal with 2 road victories. Both teams had excellent depth scoring, which makes goaltending the deciding factor in this series. How do these goalie tandems match up in round 2? Welcome back to today's episode, everyone. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn notifications so you know when I publish next. With all that out the way, let's get into today's episode. Avalanche fans let out a collective gasp when Darcy Kuemper took a stick through the mask in Game 2 of the first round. Fortunately, backup Pavel Francouz answered the call and closed out the series while Kuemper nursed a swollen eye. Kuemper and his eye have recovered, and he will get the start in Game 1 against the Blues on Tuesday night. Darcy looked excellent in Games 1 and 2 before being injured with a 1.63 goals against average and a .934 save percentage. Colorado is already around into the playoffs and hasn't had to rely on a stolen game from either keeper, but every Stanley Cup champion gets one or two of those types of victories. The Blues have 8 players with 20 or more goals. All 4 of their lines can put the puck in the net, so Colorado will need stout keeping to get over the second round hump. If Francouz makes an appearance in round 2, Avalanche fans can find solace in how he performed in Games 3 and 4 of round 1, especially on the road. He came in the cold after Kuemper's injury and never looked back. Pavel performed when this team needed him the most and maintained their confidence heading deeper into a cup run. That's why a solid backup goaltender is so essential. The Blues started round 1 with Ville Husso in net, but Jordan Binnington earned the starting role with big wins in Game 4, 5, and 6. Binnington's performances were vital in shifting the tide within round 1, and the Blues will look to ride with his hot hand against the Avalanche. The thing about that is Jordan Binnington hasn't all been that successful against the Avalanche in recent history. Surprisingly, Binnington has a pedestrian .893 save percentage against the Colorado Avalanche in the last 7 meetings. In last year's playoffs, Binnington went 0-4 against Colorado and gave up 3 or more goals in each of those losses. Colorado won the regular season series 2-1, and again, Binnington allowed 3 or more goals in those contests. A bit of bad blood between Colorado and Binnington has been evident in how he was handled being beaten by the Avalanche. If Colorado chases Binnington again, they will go to their backup Ville Husso without hesitation. Husso was solid to the end of the regular season for the Blues, but didn't look so great against the Wild. He gave up 5 goals in Games 2 and 4 in Game 3, which led to him handing the starting role back to Binnington. Husso started the series with the shutout of the talented Wild team before his struggles began in Game 2. The 27-year-old from Finland has only faced the Avalanche twice before, both in last year's regular season. He was pulled in one of those games and gave up 6 total goals. So who really has the advantage? Well, I'll easily give the advantage to Colorado given the recent success of both their goaltenders. Francouz didn't just step in for Colorado and do the bare minimum. He was pretty darn good in round 1, especially late in Game 4. Kuemper is ready to earn himself a contract and carry his team into the third round and beyond. Many pundits saw him as an upgrade over Philip Grubauer, and it's time for him to offer that as a fact. There's just one wild card in the deck of this netminder matchup. If Binnington flips a switch and turns the tide on Colorado's dominance, he could steal games and potentially the series. He has proven himself on the biggest stage of hockey. If he could play to that level again and this time around, all bets are off. As a result, I'm taking the Colorado Avalanche to win this in 7 games. Thank you guys for tuning in, and have a wonderful day.